the winemaker has to be because as I create the flavor, he makes notes. I leave after 3 days of blending. Means what I want it to come out.
We will have more of such
Yeah.
in the second half of our
Okay.
Episode for today, all about wine blending, all by Manny. We'll see you in a minute.
Welcome back to the second half of Illuminati with Crip and coordinated, and we are very near.
Why is Trix enjoying some sort of
I'm blushing.
Yeah, she's cheeked
That's
already.
one thing with me though. I'm speaking to viewers. Manny, when I drink, I immediately turn.
In fact, I talked to doctors about this.
Okay.
If you turn rosy, reaction, meaning your blood is reacting correctly, to turn pale actually.
Okay.
Because it's supposed to give you or stronger blood circulation.
I see.
Yeah.
We
We react
quickly.
correctly. You and me turn rosy or
It's
red.
not a matter of being earlier that inherently your tolerance is low.
Yeah,
No,
because
no,
sometimes I
okay.
don't feel drunk yet, but I do get very, very rosy.
Alcohol tolerance, for that matter, doesn't mean I get drunk very easily.
Yeah.
Don't like to get to the point where I feel heavy and irritated.
Yes.
That's what I mean by my alcohol tolerance is because I normally want to drink and being and still feel good.
Feel happy. Yes.
Feel happy and
Yes,
good.
yes.
So that's what I mean. But I can a whole bottle of wine.
This way, have you always been able to control?
I never do. I generally, in a 3-hour period, I'll consume maximum half a bottle. Total half a bottle of different wines.
Yeah.
Because it's teasing your palate.
Yeah.
Kung dinner pa yan, tasting menu.
Focus, Manny. The tend to drink from several bottles because they're dinner.
Yes.
Right? I mean, you don't do that if you're just sitting, just drinking wine. You don't shift from one bottle to.
Oh, that's why the best way of drinking wine is really rather a group of minimum 4. Ideally,
yes, yeah, okay. So you can share the bottle.
4 people, you can have at least 2 to 3 bottles. You know, and you could reset your through different flavors. Ideal though is about 8 people, because you can literally taste around 6 bottles, and that would be a great evening.
Yeah, you don't just sit down to shift from one drinking. It usually comes with at least or aperitifs or a full dinner, a degustation.
In fact, my lectures on the picture, all of my lectures are what I call lectures. I don't do dry lectures. Talking without tasting or eating really doesn't make sense. Head knowledge, experiencing it firsthand. So I normally arrange 6 or 7 7 wines.
Perfect.
And generally, I would people. That's why my classes are maximum of 40. Very often, like my class in the Wine Congress in the Venetian in Macau, 40, and they came back to, yes, my brand manager, 60.
Okay.
I said, okay, we ended 107 to be exact.
Wow.
Struggling because my lectures are interactive with a wireless microphone. Because I love to prompt everybody to participate. Even asking questions. But that's the way we learn. So I love my lectures. In fact, that's a hobby for me.
Yes.
It's getting quite the name.
Thank you.
As a wine lecturer.
Yeah, I've done quite a few.
He's more fascinating than Donald Trump.
No. I am not big names.
I really think you should do one in the gig sometime this year. It's opening March 15. As you said, winemaking is half life.
I would say
Beautiful
2/3,
1/3 science.
1/3 science.
Really? Yeah. The art is
More art.
really.
I'll tell you because 50-50. Because themselves in so many technical things.
Yes.
Me, I involve more on my emotions, on my imaginations.
Okay.
So basically, that's why I call it more. I'll be glad to do one in my museum.
Yeah.
As long as you could find me a chef who's willing to work with me on creating the menu.
Okay. This is another facet of Manny's personality, that he also is, or he creates concoctions or dishes,
Recipes, yeah.
Really?
Specifically, his treatment of the Wagyu. He will probably tell us if we can get into those that will kind of feature his other vocation as a hotelier. No? I first met him because he has this land on seafront called Manny O's.
Yeah.
It's right protruding into the sea.
Yes.
Lovely place for a dinner.
You should come, Trick.
Yeah.
I would love to host you.
You will
there.
have a delightful and if you
So bring
along
your romantic.
Oh, that would be Crip.
I've done that place already, and the bar keep coming up showing different girls. So
Which gets lovelier and
I
lovelier
always
every
experience. Anyway, yeah. What is now called the Move and Pick. Mactan. It used to be. There is Manny O stop.
At the
Yes,
background,
I can see it.
There.
At the background.
It's really romantic. Walk there, and then it is a terrace in the front
Yeah,
deck.
the breeze.
At night, in Manny Osmena's are well lit, illumined, like. And
that's Manny O's.
Yeah, that's a lovely,
in the evening.
lovely place.
Lovely.
And it's
Only
a
open in the evening.
perfect place to taste his wines, kind of things that he does with Wagyu. Perhaps you can detail what you do
Elaborate.
while the
A lot of your viewers probably are aficionados of Kobe beef. You know?
Yes.
And actually Kobe beef, except it's called Wagyu because it's basically a Kobe breed. Cattle breed of Japan, but grown and raised. That's why they couldn't call it Kobe. And Wagyu comes from this word.
Yeah.
Wa means in Japanese, Gyu means beef. Basically means Japanese beef. So Wagyu, the early 2000s, early turn of the century, people started buying rather than Kobe beef because it is breed in Australia or US. So when we opened the hotel in 2000, I started playing with Wagyu. I said, Wagyu is an expensive. and it has 5 different grades, 9, 10, and then of course 6, then 3, 4. Second from the top, the marble. Then I started saying a dining place at a very casual dining place that would with wine on all tasting portion. I said, Wagyu, adapt the philosophy of Manny O's, making the ordinary using comfort food, make it extraordinary. Where did this idea? That was when that was the year the movie.
Yeah,
I love that.
Movie.
Yeah.
So, if you remember, here is this critic that is a real connoisseur or whatever you want to call it. Everything because he remembered in his that his mom prepared the best ratatouille.
Yeah.
Yes.
So all of us has a desire for comfort food or to look for a comfort. What more if you prepare comfort food? And so Manny O's basically from different nationalities, Chinese, Mediterranean, European. So of course the steak is American and even Hungarian. So menu in Manny O's was a Wagyu burger. So I take a piece of Wagyu, no extenders, no additives, 80 grams, ground to 8 blade, not fine, so that people will taste it. And because we make our own bread, we make a great ciabatta. Basically a rectangular ciabatta. Wagyu that is seared outside, quivering, a very mild mozzarella, and San Daniele prosciutto. So we call it the Wagyu burger. The most expensive burger in the country, probably even until today. It's 1,700 pesos. I serve it in a bento box. Salad, a small, and of course French fries. Our French fries crisp because it's good and not greasy at all. So I started from there. I started making into Wagyu goulash.
Yeah.
Making it into
Wagyu.
And then the Wagyu shoyaki sushi.
Sushi,
which I made. I created during the year of the ASEAN Summit in Cebu because Japanese delegation and Japanese Abe. So I decided something because I heard he loves sushi. Shoyaki sushi. Wagyu shio means barbecue, and sushi impressed the former president that he basically the presidential suite and took pictures. Really, gave his compliment. That's how. And then all of a sudden, after 2008, 2007, 2009, we started going into doing Wagyu burger. I'm proud to say that we were basically, a lot of I, but a lot of the critic did say that we're really hated that.
Oh, you should taste that. That Wagyu sushi.
Yeah.
What did it pair well with again? I forgot because we had about 6 glasses of wine.
Yeah, I paired it always with this.
Yeah. Because very light.
Sushi is vinegar, right? So instead of white wine, which is higher acidity,
yes,
I used a buttery wine.
Yes.
If you remember, as you are chewing the Wagyu, I said, please drink a little of Discipulus Blanc. Yes. Wow. It even
flavors exploding.
Yeah, that. You should come, Trix. I know this interview.
I'm hungry right now, actually.
Okay, what's in store for the any contests this to enter your wines?
Yes, we enrolled in 9 more competitions this year.
Wow.
In competition is ongoing right now. We have not been to that competition yet. And then, of course, we'll go back to the same competitions. The Hong Kong International Wine Competition in November, Vini in May in Germany,
Wow.
to the decanter competition in UK, the International Wine Challenge, back, and even the France, which is in France. But the new competition is the Berlin, the one in Belgium, and I think there's another one in France, province. But by God's grace, I probably would 20, 30 this year. In fact, I'll tell you what's, and I give the glory to God about this. We've been 3rd year competing in the Hong Kong competition. Last year, 2011. We got 1 award.
Okay.
2nd year, we got 2 awards. Last year, 8 awards.
It's quite a jump.
God.
1 to 8.
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah. So, I'm actually praying, targeting to get 100 in another 2 years.
In another.
We'll have a big celebration. I'll throw a, you know, I'll friends from Manila, and I'm sure many of you will come.
Manio's 100th.
100. Right?
Yeah.
I would need your help on that trip.
Yeah.
Yes.
The ciphers of the 100.
Yeah,
Manio's 100th award.
exactly. I can incorporate
all the
probably, you know, or something.
Yes.
Yeah. Harry
I'm
award,
proud to be a Filipino to be able to. Yeah.
It's, well, I've certainly been giving pride and prestige image of the Filipino. We're not just
Yes,
domestic. Here is one fellow who was proved as world class can be. So creating very excellent products, you know, make you look sexier than you.
Yeah, you're now rosier, tricks. Yeah, actually, with the color, you look
Embarrassed
much
now.
better.
Thank you.
And it even fit your.
I should Manny wine.
And I think it's been in Vino.
Yeah,
Right.
Vino
Product.
Veritas.
In Vino Veritas.
Yes,
I was
yes. Yeah.
Unfortunately, I think we've run out of time too fast.
Okay,
You know, the
yeah.
1 hour.
But Manny, if
you know.
people do avail of your products, where can they get a hold?
Actually, our wines are now, we're sold mostly in hotels, over 100 of them.
Okay.
But it's available in Makati and Landmark Trino. Also available at Cav Wine Shop, High Street.
Bonnie High Street.
Yeah, they sell it. And you won't believe it. Sells wines because of my wine. Yeah, and we're available for retail at Trans Ayala and D&B Wine Shop in Crossroads.
Okay.
We're sold in Switzerland, Germany, Thailand, China, and the Philippines.
Export yet to San Francisco or Los Angeles?
We actually have been negotiating with several big distributors of wine. The issue that we could not resolve, one wants to be exclusive.
Oh.
And I don't want to award in the
Yes,
US because
yes.
it's such a big market. I'd like to divide it into north, south, east, west. But we can't seem to go wanting them to do that. So, but we should soon be there. But we are also served on board Cathay.
Yeah.
We're served on board Philippine Air.
Okay.
2 of our wines.
Okay.
And we get awarded after the blind test, 2 major airlines, the additional major airlines.
That's good.
Yeah.
And then burgeoning China market in the
Oh,
future,
they're
right?
huge. Even
Yeah,
we're
yeah.
there only a year, the volume is mind-boggling.
Yeah.
Just drink my wine like water or something. You know?
Yeah. Yeah. Mao, it's quite close, you know. You're right? Mao.
Mao.
Online
Have-
also, Manny.
yeah, okay.
Before we program, you may email inquiry@minds.com.
Yes,
Is this right?
we are. But you just Google Manny O
Yeah.
blogs
That's
because
right.
we have a lot of fun in the
Yes.
blogs.
Yeah.
Yes.
And you know, it will lead you also to our. Yeah.
Thanks again.
Thank you
Uh,
very much,
quite a
Crip and
pleasure.
Tricks.
Thank
I know
you.
you're a
Appreciate-
man.
no,
You're
no.
seldom in Manila.
Crip. For wine, the son will tell you. I'm the most away from the if you want to talk about wines.
Okay. For that.
Thank you very much.
Thank
Yeah.
you again.
So much.
God
Thank you,
bless you.
viewers, for joining us, and tune in next week
Yep.
and the following weeks. Don't do a close-up of me, cameraman.
She's blushing. She's
I'm blushing. Thank you,
Discipulus.
Manny O Wines, for this.
Discipulus 10. Good night.
God
See
bless
you
you
again.
all.